Coming up on Mountain News at 6, one man is facing charges in connection with a house fire in Knott County. Plus, first responders involved in the deadly 2022 Floyd County ambush testify to support a proposed hazardous disability bill.
And in the world of weather, a freeze warning begins at 2 a.m. Details coming up.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
A Knott County man was arrested and charged with arson after a fire in the Sassafras community Wednesday night. WYMT's McKinley Calandrino spoke to state troopers about what they know so far.
On Wednesday night, Kentucky State Police received multiple calls that Timothy Couch had reportedly set his mother's house on fire and was making suicidal threats. Behind me is what's left of the home. Couch was at his trailer next door to the house engulfed in flames, yelling profanities from his porch at first responders, saying they would have to kill him.
Unfortunately, due to his erratic behavior, the fire department had to leave due to him being confrontational and being irate at the time. So that definitely played a factor in how much damage occurred in the residence as well.
Couch then barricaded himself inside his trailer. Later, he returned to the porch with what troopers say seemed to be kitchen knives, and again insisting that troopers kill him.
Troopers were able to negotiate with him and get him to comply and drop those weapons.
Once Couch was detained, troopers say they smelt a strong odor of alcohol coming from his breath. He reportedly told troopers he drank a bottle of 90 proof. Couch also stated that he came outside and saw a Jeep next to the house on fire, but had no phone or no way to contact 911, so he watched the vehicle burn.
We're unsure right now as if the fire was set deliberately to the vehicle or whether it was a spillover from the house fire.
According to an arrest citation obtained from WYMT, Couch made a concerning post to Facebook, such as, quote, "Buddha, forgive me for what I'm gonna do." Troopers say at this time they believe no one was inside the home and no one has been reported injured. This is an ongoing investigation. In Knott County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
Couch was charged with arson, menacing, public intoxication, and criminal mischief. He's being held at the Kentucky River Regional Jail. A pedestrian is dead after he was hit by two vehicles while walking in Clay County. Kentucky State Police say it happened yesterday on US 421 North at the junction of Young Drive. Troopers say dispatch reported Shannon Bryant was hit by an SUV while he was walking, then later hit by someone driving a sedan. He was pronounced dead after he was taken to Advent Health Manchester. A Kentucky man is dead after his vehicle went off the road and hit a utility pole in Claiborne County, Tennessee. Troopers with Tennessee Highway Patrol responded to that crash a little after 2:30 overnight. Troopers say James Phillips was heading south on Highway 132 when his vehicle went off the road and hit a utility pole. Troopers say he was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. In Martin County, the sheriff says the ID card of a man reported missing was found near the human remains discovered earlier in the week. Sheriff John Kirk says the card belonging to Jody Pauley was found inside a wallet along with clothing, shoes, and a cell phone near the remains. Sheriff Kirk says a hunter found those remains. The sheriff says Pauley's brother identified the shoes found at the scene as the ones Pauley was wearing when he disappeared earlier this year. Two first responders whose lives were changed forever after the 2022 Allen ambush in Floyd County spoke to lawmakers yesterday in Frankfort, rallying behind a bill to fill the gaps in care for first responders who survive a catastrophe. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has those details.
That was a long night. Over 100 officers ended up responding, but at the end of the day, 4 were killed, 2 were crippled for life.
First responders injured during the 2022 Allen ambush testified before lawmakers Wednesday, sharing their experiences as survivors of a night that critically changed their lives. Former Floyd County Sheriff's Deputy Darren Lawson shared his journey.
Darren's able to lay on the ground and crawl to the back of his car, where he himself applies 2 tourniquets to his leg, saved his life.
I've now been an amputee for going on 3 years. During this time, I've went through approximately anywhere from 8 to 10 prosthetics to just get a comfortable fit.
Alongside former Floyd County Emergency Management Director Joe Reynolds.
He's going to direct traffic so no cars drive in that scene when Joey gets shot 300 yards away, shot in the eye.
I'm an old-time firefighter, and we was taught in our early days that we just tough it out. We don't ask for help. In this day and time, we got to ask for help.
Representative Ashley Tackett Lafferty says neither of the men has been eligible for retirement pay based on how long they were in their positions, and they are both ineligible for hazardous disability coverage since they survived the attack and are not considered totally disabled.
I hope the testimony here today shows that we have brave first responders who are falling through these cracks.
So Lafferty introduced plans for a bill that would provide coverage to critically injured survivors like Reynolds and Lawson.
We have been working with the Public Pension Authority to try to draft a bill which will help to ensure that all of our first responders injured in a hazardous duty situation, catastrophically injured in a hazardous duty situation, will receive minimum benefits, and rightly so.
Several representatives and senators on the interim joint committee say they will do whatever they can to support the bill.
I want to say thank you for your service for us. Now we got to find some way to serve you.
As Lafferty looks for more co-sponsors ahead of the next legislative session. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
There was also a discussion from lawmakers about mandating agencies in cities and counties to maintain hazardous disability coverage, but that is not part of the bill. You might have woken up to some frost this morning, and temperatures could drop even lower tonight. Meteorologist Eric Dean has more about a freeze warning. Eric.
That's right, Steve. Freeze warning goes into effect beginning at 2 a.m. for almost everybody in the WYMT viewing area. The only exception, Wise County, Lee County in Virginia, as well as portions of Campbell, as well as Claiborne County. When you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the low 30s will greet you from Mount Vernon to Williamsburg over towards Monticello. Some places over towards Wayne County, Kentucky would not surprise me to see overnight lows in the upper 20s. Mid to upper 30s from Manchester over towards Grundy. We'll see clear skies with a west-northwesterly wind around 5 to 10. Right now, look at Black Mountain in Harlan County. Look at that foliage. Beautiful out there for this time of evening. All is quiet on live pinpoint Doppler radar. This will get a break for Friday as well as Saturday. Rain chances will start to pick up as we go into the afternoon and evening hours of your Sunday. High pressure is in control. That's what's keeping that wind out of the north and the northwest. So here's a look at your day planner for the next several hours. We'll go to 51 degrees by 9 o'clock. We'll see clear skies from left to right. When you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the mid to upper 30s will greet you. We'll keep that wind out of the west around 5 to 10 miles per hour. I'll have your complete first alert forecast coming up in a few minutes, but first we are continuing to look back at our top 10 weather events in the last 40 years at WYMT. At number 4, the blizzard of 1993, one of the strongest storms of the century, brought between 6 to 30 inches of snow to eastern Kentucky in March of that year. Major roads were shut down, thousands were stranded, and schools were closed for days. The 24-hour snowfall record for the state was set in Hazard with 25 inches. 4 to 5 feet of snow was reported in the higher terrain of Harlan County. At least one person reportedly froze to death. Steve.
Another one I do not want to repeat ever again. Well, we are learning new details about a violent day in Lexington back in July. 4 people who helped State Police Trooper Jude Remillion after he was shot near Bluegrass Airport were honored today by Governor Beshear. Dash cam and body camera footage of the incident was also released. Jimmy and Jessica Alexander, Taylor Hall, and Airport Officer Adam Arnold were all recognized.
I believe that there are moments in life where the right people are at the right place at the right time.
Trooper Remillion continues to recover from the incident, but was walking on his own power today.
All right, temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s, but a freeze warning goes into effect at 2 a.m. Details coming up.
And campers at Holly Bay Campground in Laurel County are keeping a Halloween tradition alive.